दालको झोल मलाई एउटा ग्लासमा हालेर ल्याइदेऊ, मेरो एउटा मिटिङ छ।
Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to the poetry reading with Fertile Brains. What a week we witnessed. It's terrible, around the world and especially in India. And deep condolence. Air flight happened. It's very terrible accident that happened and taken out many lives. Even the war affected the parts of the Middle East, as you all know. But today is a celebration day of father. Let's talk about the father, like Roopali ma'am suggested, about his father or about his father. So it is about the time to remember our fathers. So welcome to the poetry reading with Fertile Brains. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. A place where poets gather to share their thoughts and minds. Let us begin with by calling upon Richard Spicek to begin the show.
Thank you so very much. I want to thank all the fathers, all the mothers. Without each other, we couldn't do the magic that we do. While it's never an easy task and it's never complete, we do find so much joy in it. And as we rediscover the world through the eyes of our children, for good and bad, it is always a remarkable lesson in life to see the world all over again anew from our children. I have a small tribute to my father that I will share with you. My father was one of those people who always tried to make you smile, always had a ready story. He was the youngest of 9 children. So he had lots of brothers and sisters. Of course, they didn't get along very often, but that's humans, you know, they do that. But he taught me a lot, and sadly, he left early. But that's often the way of the world, you know. Sometimes we stick around, and sometimes we leave early. So this is called Dad, Farewell. Dad, all of what is left is the laughter. In fact, isn't that what we're all after? He walked into a funeral home to unlock and slowly, slyly added to their rolling stock. He purchased a cupboard that he would never see recovered, knowing we would visit a certain potent portion illicit. He stayed. He watched her die. He must have, through those long, lonely hours, wondered why. His mom and dad and all those beloved Love Street brothers and sisters he once had were now severed. Cancer took them each, loaded them out, and stole them like a thief, unmade them like a bed unbleached. Cancer, too, would take Joe and Ed. His brother Harry slowly died. Dorth, then he cried. He watched her fade slowly, slowly away to hide. And in the final home they made, that last lonely parade, resting, waiting, attended by the nurses sending, as one more, he watched cancer take its course. And then one sunny day, just one more delicious, malicious corpse stole his wife away, little by little, right from her silent, quiet middle. Watched her fade day by day, its slow cost, the loss, delayed by only months, then weeks, then finally days. Till only silence, no matter what you say, though you might pray. He purchased the service. He stood there, took out his wallet. He calmly, nervous, looked around at the trees in the sky. He probably wondered why. He paid the ticket, went out into the parking lot, took out his loaded gun and clicked it. He paid the cost. He bore the loss. Didn't want to be a bother, like his wife and brother. Nothing left to chance. No son or brother's glance. He invited death to dance. His skin cancer diagnosis near his eye, he noticed, had seen a neighbor, a friend, go through this all right to the end. The skin, the eye, the brain, the brutal pain. In silence, no warrior's death attained, but slowly, doctor shrouded, slowly, go insane, undoubted. But the light was flickering out for him. He watched his wife of 40 years fall. He saw his heroic brother, after all the years in tears, crawl, dragged around, a burden toted. But that wasn't for him. He chose, full-throated. He would not fade nor waste away. He had a voice. He made his choice, said his farewell, set up his perch where his ashes fell. Then right there in the driveway, outside death's front door, undisguised, put a gun to temple and said, "No more." That was my father's passing. But I celebrate him to this day. He was a happy man. He gave a lot of people joy. And that he chose to take his own way out, I can't deny him that. But my friends, I thank you for your generous hearts and the truth that you bring here. That is a beautiful thing. That is beautiful life. Thank you, my dear friends.
What a heartfelt and beautiful piece, Richard. I really felt that's a poignant piece in some ways, but at the same time, it's a genuine celebration of your father's life. And I appreciate that. And they say, "Kama, Papa, Kama." Oh, I forget the Kiswahili, like father, like son. So you're doing a great job yourself. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I just want to say I feel the same way as Lantern Carrier. And I want to thank you for sharing such a personal tribute to your father. It's wonderful, really fabulous. And I think it adds to the love in the world. Thank you so much.
Indeed, a fabulous piece, Richard. I like the ending. It's no more. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Richard. Please welcome Dr. Roopali Sarkar. Please.
Thank you so much, Prasanna, for inviting me. And good evening, dear friends, on a wonderful day, Father's Day, a day we can remember the man who, who led us and guided us and paid our school fees and our college fees and, took care of us. I have this poem for my father. I remember him as somebody who was constantly teaching. Although he was a military man, but he was constantly teaching us. So one of the things that he told me was that there's nothing stronger than gentleness. There's nothing stronger than gentleness and nothing more gentler than strength. And with that, I dedicate this poem to my father and to all military fathers. And it's called My Hero, My Daddy. I loved your olive green. In India, the uniform is olive green. I loved your olive green uniform, Dad. Just touching it made my heart so glad. I wanted to be like you. I wanted to do the things you could. One day I believed I too would. The brass stars on your shoulders and the lions, the lanyard with the whistle at the end to be tucked into your left pocket. Remember, I never forgot to blow the whistle every day before you left. The polished boots, its shine in every step of yours. So I would sit cross-legged on the floor with the cherry blossom boot polish and another one with an ostrich painted on the slim black silver paper covered tin box. The hard brush with which, Dad, I brushed the sand and dust off your boots, which walked many miles in the hot desert sand. The tin of Brasso with its thick yellow liquid. It was Mother who lovingly taught me how to use the soft yellow cloth to rub the stars and the lions. Sometimes I would pick up your peak cap and stand before the mirror, and Mother would say, never do that again. You have to earn it. It's an honorable object, not for everybody to wear. You have to go through hell, fire, before the olive green you can wear. Since then, your cap, dear Dad, became a symbol of dare. The special objects in our home were strangers in other homes. The hasif, a small khaki-colored pouch containing buttons, needles, and thread reels, the fragrance of polish and Brasso, and the polishing tongs, the black trunk box from which popped the blue petrols, the formal white mess dress which made you look so debonair. I loved them all. So this is my dedication to my father. I should love his uniform. I loved him in his uniform. And I love the things that he taught me. Thank you so much.
Dr. Roopali, you added the aesthetics such as only a woman can, you know? The pouch, the trunk, the cap, you know, all those little details, you know, that, you know, can make life at home so beautiful.
You know, we are 4 generations of military people, and we haven't seen anything else except the armed forces. And it has come down into it, but it would be very interesting for me also to pass it on in a world which is full of war and strife, that a soldier never wants war. A soldier is a person who will always root for peace. So thank you so much, and to all military fathers, wherever they are.
Indeed, indeed.
Anybody would like to go ahead?
Yeah, can I?
Yes, please.
Yeah, good evening, Roopali ma'am. Yeah, I was really happy to learn about your experiences with your dad, especially when you were a child. And your poem is an eye-opener to many listeners. And at the same time, you know, your words create inspiration, you know, inspiration in our minds. That is what I feel. All of us feel so proud to see these military men who are working, who are soldiers and all. Yeah, thank you for sharing your
so much.
lovely experiences, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, beautiful.
Only some could experience that, and those who experience are very gifted.
Yeah, that is really.
And Roopali ma'am was one among them. I would certainly say that. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Dr. Roopali Sircar. Please welcome Miss Swarna's. Miss
Hi
Swarna's.
everyone, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I wrote something in dedication to my father and mother, and this is a poem I wrote about 1 or 2 weeks ago. So this is called The Legacy of Mad Love. Love is an ancient heirloom passed down through generations. Ecstasy fills me up like warm honey. A quiet joy pervades me like a fresh breeze. They say parents have mad love for their children, but no one ever talks about kids being crazy about their parents. Probably because it takes them into adulthood and often becoming a parent themselves to realize the madness that is a parent's love. And then they finally recognize this overwhelming feeling of wanting to protect their child from harm, this deep love for the person that their child is growing up to be, and this relentless persistence to inculcate into them a sense of right, wrong, and everything in between. There is no end to their love because their life has to revolve around you for you to survive and thrive. And by then, the bond has been tested so many times, it becomes unbreakable. That mad love is molten lava that hardens into an eternal bridge between parent and child. And when you find out that the source of the connection was this powerful, indescribable force this whole time, you stare in awe at these humans who sacrificed themselves so that you could exist in a state of mad love for somebody else.
My God, what a deep reflection of what Prince, like wonderful. Anybody would like to react on Swarna's poem, please go ahead. Otherwise, Devendra sir, please.
Good evening.
Thank you, Swarna.
In fact, not happy because of the last Thursday accident in Ahmedabad. As Roopali ma'am said, my father was also a soldier. He passed some 22 years ago. He was a hat for us. He was an umbrella for us. We have written a book in the name of our father, but that is in Nepali. Sorry for that. I cannot read Nepali poem here. So I have written a small poem about the same accident. Shall I read, Prasanna?
Please, ma'am. Please, sir. Go ahead.
Thank you, sir. So I have written Miracle. 12th June, Thursday, 2025 brought a heart-thrilling, tragic news in the aviation history. Experts around the world are just guessing the cause, and yet it's a mystery. The most sophisticated airworthy equipment with very experienced flyers, a very fair weather with all kinds of technical checkups by the rated and certified troops, a Boeing 787 takes off from the runway smoothly with 242 persons on board and the sky soars. Right after the takeoff, pilots reports midday to the traffic controllers. Within a minute after takeoff, a tragic event happens with huge explosion and fire. Every scientific and technological application fails here. For this travel, men claimed prior. Dreams of 241 persons ends by destroying buildings and killing some other persons on ground. This painful message reaches to the whole world within minutes at a speed of sound. Helpers were helpless. Technology was on quest. The dark smoke only remained. Deceased were all went to eternal rest. Innocent kids, young ones, having hundreds of dreams, and the elder ones, all on board, left this world. Oh God, oh God, how it happens and why it happens. Why this was untold. The most safest machine for travel and transfer kills people time and again. To whom to blame in such accidents that involves very high level brains? Commission for investigation may find the cause later, but those lives won't return. Finally, there might be a very small mistake done by men to cause this painful burn. We are deeply saddened and pray for eternal peace of all deceased. Condolences to the deceased families and praying to have power to bear this unrepairable loss indeed. God does miracle. God does miracle which man cannot do. One out of 242 passengers on board the aircraft is safe enough and could win the death like a magician could do. Congratulations, Ramesh Biswas, winning the death. God saved you who had a real faith. Why this miracle could not happen to other 241 peoples? Maybe the God did not give ideas and faith to them for the safe tools. Thank you.
I understand your pain, sir. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends, as well as tribute to the departed souls who lost their, lost breath in the incident, tragic incident. You see. Please welcome Dr. Deena Padayachee.
Prasanna, can I just say something? That was a beautiful poem.
Please.
And just to say that when the news came of the flight, the questions raised in the poem is exactly how I felt. How come one person was able to survive? And then it brought up a lot of questions about karma as well. So it's still, still a wonder how this one person has survived. I mean, I was in tears when even now I'm feeling quite emotional listening to the poem because it's really sad what happened. And yeah, just praying for those souls. And thank you for sharing that poem. It's really beautiful. Thanks.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Please welcome Dr. Deena Padayachee.
Good day, everyone. Thanks for being part of this Festival of Poetry on a time when we are in mourning, but we're also celebrating our fathers, and we're celebrating the people who help to keep the world alive, both men and women. I have made a habit of writing a few quotations for our group. So the first one is, what is a poem? A poem is an ejaculation of feelings. The thoughts often appear as one writes, fully formed. It's always every time it happens, I just feel, blessed to be able to read other people's poetry and to be able to write poetry. The other thing is, I was watching NDTV today, and they spoke about Western Asia, that part of the world that the Euro-Americans call the Middle East. And looking at the map of the world, I realized that the Indians of NDTV are actually correct. And it's always lovely to get that kind of insight from people. My poem celebrates my father. In Tamil, we call father Appa. So it's a poem of love for my father, who was born on the 9th of October 1924 and passed away on the 19th of July 1998. It's also a tribute to the people of Amshlali Sawmills, which was established by the Padayachee family in Amshlali. I wish I could hug you just one more time, dear Appa. I wish I could kiss you just one more time, dear father. I wish I could buy you just one more present, give you just one more card. I wish I could invite you to supper just one more time. I wish I could chat with you just one more time. Show a heck of a lot more appreciation for all the things that you've done for us and for our country. Look at you just one more time. Love you just a little longer. You loved us, your family, your people, and your country far more than we ever loved you. You helped to build the R.A. Padayachee School, which I attended. You maintained it. You created employment. You fed and housed families. You nurtured everybody and everything. Uncle Krishna said that if not for my father, Mr. A. Padayachee, Arumugam Padayachee, there would have been nothing in that part of Amshlali. Visions of your benign visage, your beatific smile, and your aura fill me with peace. Thoughts of what you were to us suffuse me with emotion. Your kindness, your warmth, your caring, your compassion, your great love, your wisdom, your energy, your sense of fair play, your deep insights, your sense of ethics, your great maturity, your sense of honor, your ability to cope calmly with envy, injustice and racism, legal humiliation, the insane vagaries of South African life are all an inspiration today for us as we face South Africa's terrible challenges. Thank you.
As always, very very thoughtful. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. And I request you, all those who joined, have please turn on your cameras so that we could know you, and otherwise I could just remove. I had to. I am forced to remove those who wouldn't turn on your cameras. Okay, please give a round of applause, and please welcome on first time is joining us on this forum, PL Varcheswi. Please welcome. Sir, kindly turn on your mic.
Am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you very much, all the distinguished poets and other galaxy of poets gathered here. And yes, you're absolutely right that I've joined first time the August group, where now Mr. Dr. Perugal Ramakrishna I gave the link for joining of this. And I recognize Ma'am Roopali Sarkar Gaur also, where she kindly accepted my poem very recently with regard to the Kurukshetra compilation, I think. Now, without wasting my time, only 2 lines. First of all, very sorry for the untoward incident where our poets have given at length the details of it, rendering it into poetry. And secondly, celebrating the Father's Day. So today morning, very incidentally, I have written a small poem as a note to my dad, and I posted in the Facebook. And immediately on seeing, checking the WhatsApp message from Prasanna Kumarji, I'm reading out the same thing for you. It's okay. So my poem title is An Ode to Dad. An Ode to Dad. Daily when I wake up and see the chuckling dad framed on my wall, I thank him for giving me a well-crafted life. Daily when I wake up and see the chuckling dad framed on my wall, I thank him for giving me a well-crafted life. His affable smiles bless my days with bliss. Buying playthings, it was a toy for our joy. So also geometry boxes or pen and pencil sets or stitched uniforms with neat ties and socks. We kids never noticed his shrunk pockets. Catching a flight, reclining now, I recall zibing at him for no flights, unaware of his sacrifices shaping my path. At work, each lunchbox morsel conjures his toils. When I paint at week's end, I recollect his caliber to paint landscapes. Unrecognized, ungalleried for lack of means. Though his life lacked affluent landscapes, his brush painted our family's picture with excellence. Returning home I bring syrupy jalebi for my kids, and I become my dad, mirroring his gestures. I step into his shoes, one buying new shoes for my kids to tread their set paths to a brighter vista. He built a home, a bedrock for our dreams to rise beneath the new roofs of Prusini. He was a car for our journey. He was our pill when health went downhill. He was the prologue to our life's books. He was the key to our life's homes. He was the seed for our clan's bow. He never stopped giggling at his struggles and always gave us scope to soar through lives. And now, each dawn, his frame whispers still a quiet vow to his. Uh, and now, each dawn, his frame whispers still a quiet vow to live his love. His art and lessons shape my poet's pen to shape my growth beneath his blessing ken. Thank you very much.
Excellent, sir. You become your dad. You become your father. Wonderful expression. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends, and thank you for joining, sir. And keep would be looking forward for your poems.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Please welcome Dr. Padma, Dr. Setaluri Padma. Miss Setaluri Padma.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. It's lovely to meet every one of you here after a long time. The title of my poem is, it's again about my dad, whatever I remember about him and how he shaped my life. Thinking about it, I just wrote a poem. From a daughter to dad. From my childhood, I truly follow you. The way you told me to do, I do. I still remember those days when you asked me to follow your ways. Seeing you, I learned a lot of things. Today, I stand with my strong wings. Your disciplined deeds made me fear. Bit by bit, I learned them to adhere. You're always my guiding light in my happy days and dark nights. I do remember lessons you taught, all those values and forethought. I still feel your kind helping hand that made me in every field expand. Your chest was my consoling lap. I still feel your warmth and tap. You smiled seeing my success. You're that reason, Dad, I confess. When the whole world was apart, you taught me everything to be smart. People feel I'm appearing like you. My attitude is the only their clue. I'm the shadow of you, dear Dad. I'm proud to be you and glad. Thank you.
Your shadow of your dad, undoubtedly, and proud of. Your father might be proud of you, undoubtedly. Yes, Roopali ma'am.
Yes, Padma, thank you so much for this beautiful poem because I think, it represents all our fathers. That's what's very special about poetry, where it would be a personal story, but it is for everybody. So we literally walk. I remember when I first took up a job at Delhi University, the first thing I told my students was that I'll quote my father more than I would quote Shakespeare. Because I remember everything my father told me, more than anybody else. Yeah. So thank you so much. What a universalized poem. I think we all resonate with it. Thank you.
Yeah. To every daughter, father was the first hero, right? All the times. Yeah, I feel that way. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Loved it, and a sooth rendition as well. Please give a round of applause. Please welcome Dr. Seshni Naidu. Seshni.
Hello, Prasanna. Hello, everyone. Happy Father's Day. Yeah, it's a celebration, but also probably remembering the tragic flight and the people that have lost their lives. I just wanted to say everyone's poems has been so inspiring, and I'm so grateful. I've had to not attend for the last 9 weeks because I had another commitment, and I'm so grateful to be part of this again, Prasanna, and grateful to Planton for introducing me. And just to say the poem that Deena read, it just resonated with my family as well, being from South Africa. So I've got 2 poems, Prasanna. I don't know if I'll be able to read both, but they're short. Yes?
Go ahead, please, go ahead.
Thank you. So the first one is for the ancestors, the male ancestors, my dad and grandfather. So that's a tribute to them. So legacy in spice and spirit. Dad and all the grandfathers before, from Madras shores to Durban's door, you journeyed far with dreams in hand to build a life upon new land. Each day you quietly inspire in every pot, in every fire. Your curry blends a sacred rite, a ritual born of love and might. The scents, the spices stir in the past of hands that worked, of hearts held fast. Your food, not just a meal, but more, a tale of sweat and hope and store. You clothed, you fed, you did not rest. You gave your children all your best. With little praise, no time to spare, you carried burdens with such care. You spoke with Germans, crossed the sea to Munich, Cologne, your memory. Postcards saved and stories spun, then finally walked where dreams had run. Thank you, Dad, Tirupati Deena, and Granddad Appadurai, for lives of strength and quiet pride, for standing tall, for staying wide. Your legacy is in my hands, in every dish in foreign lands. The love you gave, the life you led, still walks with me, though you have fled. Forever honored, never gone, in me, your spirit marches on. Thank you. So the next one is another special one. There was a special one, and then this is another special one. So I was fortunate to meet Deepak Chopra last week Sunday, so I just wrote a poem around that. Meeting Deepak. Meeting you, so unplanned, a thread unseen yet gently spanned. Through Sanjeev's path, our fates aligned, a quiet meeting by design. In silent depths where stillness grew, a peace unfolded, vast and true. No words, and yet we deeply knew. The self dissolved, the soul broke through. Together in the sacred breath, beyond the thoughts, beyond the depth of all that separates the skin, a space where truth begins within, a flash, a wave, pure consciousness, no boundary left, no need, no guess, just presence deep, profound with and wide. The teacher there, not to confide, but to reflect what waits inside. I cannot name what now I see, yet it lives, it breathes in me, etched in silence, carved in light, a gift received beyond the night. I offer thanks both still and loud, in awe, in love, in spirit bowed. Namaste, a sacred view. The divine in me sees the divine in you. Thank you.
Divine in me sees the divine in you. Not everyone could see that. But that's what it is. No?
That was beautiful, Seshti. I really loved it. Both poems. Thank you so much for sharing.
And your name is same as Seshni's dad's name. Deena and Deena.
Yeah,
Yes.
my daughter's name is Seshti.
What a great coincidence.
Prasanna, you remember that?
Thank you. Thank you.
Both your poems were lyrical. You flow with a particular kind of rhythm, which is special to you. But in your dad, you touched on the senses, the spices, the legacy. You talked about the legacy and the love and the spirit of your father, and you brought in a lot of affection there. And the second one was basically a tribute to this great man, global man whom we all know about. But I like a particular line, you know, I'm a guy who's very keen on imagery. And so you said, etched in silence, carved in light. I really love that line.
Thank you, because I think that's what it sums up, seeing Deepak and connecting with him. That's what it was.
Indeed.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Seshni. Thank you. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Please welcome our veteran army man. Please go on, Colonel Gopal Purdhani. Sir, please unmute your mic. Sir, please unmute your mic.
Am I audible now, sir?
Yes, sir. Please go ahead, sir.
Thank you very much. मैंने कहा कि आज अपने कुछ दोस्तों ने अपने फादर के ऊपर कविताएं सुनाई और बहुत ही बढ़िया कविताएं सुनाई। मैडम रूपाली ने बहुत ही आसान और इनोसेंट तरीके से जो हम सब आर्मी चिल्ड्रन करते आए हैं वो करके दिखाया, वो बताया और समझाया। बड़ा अच्छा लगा। थैंक यू वेरी मच। मैं हमेशा की तरह कुछ हिंदी उर्दू मिक्स में कुछ रुबाइयाँ सुनाऊंगा। रुबाई को उर्दू में कथा भी कहा जाता है, हिंदी में चौपाई कहा जाता है, इंग्लिश में 4 लाइनर्स। तो मैं 2-3 छोटी 4 लाइनें सुनाऊंगा। पेश है कि आसान जिंदगी है, जिंदगी आसान है, इसे मुश्किल मत बनाओ। जिंदगी आसान है, इसे मुश्किल मत बनाओ। ना डरो किसी से, ना किसी को डराओ। ना डरो किसी से, ना किसी को डराओ। इन रॉकेट मिसाइलों की जरूरत क्या है? इन रॉकेट मिसाइलों की जरूरत ही क्या है? ये बात खुद समझो और सबको समझाओ। ये बात खुद समझो और सबको समझाओ। एक और है जिंदगी के ऊपर ही, एक किस्म का तंज है, एक किस्म का ये ताना है, ताना मार रहा है। ये नशा शराब का आज इतना कम क्यों है? नशा शराब का आज इतना कम क्यों है? सफर जिंदगी का इतना मुख्तर क्यों है? आपकी बेरुखी से हम अनजान न थे, आपकी बेरुखी से हम अनजान नहीं थे। फिर ये दिल आपका घर क्यों है? फिर ये दिल आपका घर क्यों है? और एक बहुत ही गहरी रुबाई है, पेश करता हूं कि इश्क हकीकी जिसका मजहब हो गया। इश्क हकीकी, इश्क हकीकी मैंने अपने खुदा से, हमने रब से, अपने भगवान से प्यार। जिनको इश्क हो जाता है अपने भगवान से, योगी बन जाते हैं, फकीर बन जाते हैं। कहता है इश्क हकीकी जिसका मजहब हो गया, ना खुदा बशाद वो बशर रब हो गया। ना चाहते हुए वो भगवान बन जाता है, जो भगवान से प्यार करने लगता है। ना चाहते हुए बशर हो गया। तो उसके बाद एक छोटी सी बात कहूंगा कि मंसूर साहब भी भगवान से प्यार करते थे, उनका प्रचार करते थे, लोगों को समझाते थे। वो बहुत ही ऊंचे दर्जे के संत थे, अगर हिंदी में कहना चाहिए तो। उनको किसी एक सुनने वाले ने बोला, क्या मंसूर साहब, आप तो खुदा को इतना नजदीक से जानते हैं, एक बार हमें ये तो बताइए उनकी शक्ल कैसी है। कहते हैं मंसूर साहब ने कहा कल सवेरे बताऊंगा, और मंसूर साहब फिर भगवान के ख्याल में लीन हो गए, और कहते हैं कि वो पहाड़ी के ऊपर चढ़ गए, वहां जाके भगवान को पूछते, भगवान अपनी शक्ल तो दिखा, मैं लोगों को क्या बताऊं। कहते हैं कि भगवान ने उनको जब दर्शन दिए तो सब तरफ रोशनी रोशनी, इतनी ज्यादा जैसे सूरज आपके जोनी में आ जाए। तो उन्होंने कहा, एक शब्द कहा, और पहाड़ से नीचे उतरते उतर कहते हैं कि अनल हक, उर्दू में अनल हक का मतलब है मैं खुदा हूं, मैं ईश्वर हूं, मैं भगवान हूं। अनल हक कहा, और अहम ब्रह्म अस्मि। अनल हक और अहम ब्रह्म अस्मि। अहम ब्रह्म अस्मि भी संस्कृत का मतलब है कि मैं भगवान हूँ, मैं भगवान हूँ। उन्होंने उनको बताया कि तू जैसी तेरी शक्ल है वैसे ही भगवान की, जैसी मेरी शक्ल है वैसे ही भगवान की। तो उन्होंने सारा ये सच्चाई बताई। तो उसमें लिखा है, अनल हक कहा या अहम ब्रह्मस्मि, अनल हक कहा या अहम ब्रह्मस्मि, अपने हाथ फिर वो जो चाहे वो ही सबब हो गया। क्योंकि इतनी शक्ति आ जाती है कि जो भी चाहे वही सबब हो गया। वही मैं कहना चाहता हूँ। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। थैंक यू प्रसन्ना जी, थैंक यू मैडम।
Ishq Hakiki and Aham Brahmasmi. You always share your wisdom lines, as always, sir. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Dr. Gopal Purdhani.
बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया।
Thank you, sir. Thank you for keeping you wait. And sorry
Thank
for keeping you waiting.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks for understanding, sir. Please welcome Martina Gallegos.
Good morning. Yeah, thank you for keeping me awake. Okay, so yeah, oops. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Something is going on with my screen. So yeah, the airplane accident is like, oh my God, got me really bad. And then yesterday we had our No Kings protest, but I couldn't go because whatever else. And then today is actually the anniversary of a work accident that led to the stroke. And then father, exactly 6 months after the stroke, after I had the stroke, my father passed away. And he passed away on a very religious Mexican holiday. I think it's the Three Wise Men. It's a big celebration in Mexico. And the weird thing about it is that my mother died around Easter. My sister around another Mexican holiday. But we always choose holidays. I almost went out on 4th of July. And my mom and my sister also committed or took their own lives. And I thought I was going to be next. And then about 4 years ago, I lost a brother to cancer. Last year, a nephew to heart attack. It's like, oh, come on. And the brother I lost to cancer was actually like a father to me. He kind of raised me when I came to the United States. Anyway, so this is the English version about my dad. And he lost his dad when he was like 6 years old, but he already had like 11 or 12 siblings. My grandfather remarried and the family doubled. So there were about 22, 23 siblings. It's like, wow. I think now there are only about 3 or 4 left. Anyways, so this is my father. He was a humble man who had neither school nor luxuries. At 6 years old, he lost his mother, but got a stepmother, and the family multiplied. He grew up surrounded by unique childhood games. He played in the stream. He played in the street or house patio. He helped with chores and took care of siblings. He enjoyed the stars and the open fields. The moon was the light that shone on his paths. The sky was his joyful playground where he created his dreams. Then he then emigrated to El Norte, that means the United States, in search of his destiny. But things weren't quite what he'd expected. Being an immigrant wasn't the desired dream. And the effects of dangerous pesticides aged him worse than an old lizard. From a handsome, youthful young man, he returned to his homeland looking older than a dinosaur. But he was still a lucky man and married a beautiful young woman. They had 9 children, and from the sacred land, he fed them all. I don't think I want to read the Spanish. It's the same thing. Okay, I'll read the Spanish, but it's the same thing. Mi padre. In Spanish, we say dad, papá, and father, padre. So this is mi padre. Fue un hombre humilde, sin lujos ni escuela. Perdió a su madre siendo aún un niño. Tuvo una madrastra y la familia se multiplicó. Creció rodeado de juegos de infancia y juventud única. Jugaba en la calle o en el patio de su casa. Ayudaba en los quehaceres y gozaba las estrellas y los campos libres. Y la luna era la luz que iluminaba su camino. El cielo era un campo de juego donde creaba sus sueños. Se marchó para el norte a buscar su destino, pero las cosas no resultaron como él había pensado. Ser inmigrante no era lo anhelado. Los efectos de las pesticidas lo envejecieron hasta el carajo. De joven robusto, a su país regresó, más viejo que un lagarto. Aún así, tuvo suerte y con una gran joven se casó. Tuvieron 9 hijos y del sagrado campo a todos alimentó. Gracias. Thank you.
Gracias, Martina. Thank you for sharing.
Estupendo.
Gracias.
Señora, ¿es usted de España?
No, soy de México. I'm from Mexico.
México, ¿ah? Maravilloso. Sí. Muy elegante. Muy carismática.
My poetry seems to be, it's always very simple. But I don't know if I do it because, well, I grew up like just being simple, humble. So that's it. It reflects in my writing.
Yes, indeed, and in your pictures too. It's muy amable. You're very kind.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Next up is Acharya.
Okay. On Father's Day, with a twist. Love's light is an ever-transcendent progress, and perhaps one day we'll all descend on Gaia Matter as beings of light. Watch this space, as they say. Meanwhile, from time immemorial, fathers have assisted in the role of nurturing and caring for their children. They have been looked upon as the backbone of the family, with unyielding strength and firmness, the breadwinner, as well as the one who handled the discipline. All this has had its merits and demerits, and worked excellently on the steady canvas of time. Fathers gave counsel, displayed a steady hand, were the bearers of physical skills in the home when necessary, and a pillar of strength in troubling times. Society has changed, though. Today's woman also goes to the office, earns a salary, thus easing the wage requirements to run a loving home. Dad takes turn in the kitchen too, carries the child to the supermarket, as well as on the buses via the pram when mom is needed elsewhere. A good father shows the love and concern normally attributed to mothers, and some say that when the dad is constantly active and loving in the home, the family unit becomes stronger and children display higher achievements and virtues. There is no hard and fast rule, though. Kindness takes root in the heart, and empathy blooms in a loving environment as well as the soul. Selflessness burns the flames of abundance in love and is usually found in both parents in a loving home. Some suffer a harsh upbringing, and so the cycle may repeat itself, yet the seed of the father is in the embryo, just as mom carries the soul bird in her womb. A pure love is devoid of claim and blame, and when godliness is present, parents see themselves only as divine instruments of care, of duty and sacrifice, until the child is grown to become an adult. Alas, attachments very often linger for both, especially mom. When the parents blend well, fathers infuse a great sense of humor and laughter. They contribute to sport, security, shelter, and world affairs, while the woman reciprocates with affection and aesthetic sensuality, like buying flowers, the sense of touch, and the soul's intimacy. This is usually accompanied by respect, love, and sacrifice. It is Father's Day, and my darling love's youthful sentiments resonate from a small town in Maryland. She tells me she loves me, and as the children send roses, my heart pirouettes like stars, blowing kisses to the luminous moon. Overall, in the right environment and circumstance, both parents can manifest the radiance of God's light. Then love, like a garden of flowers or an orchestra of instruments, becomes the healer in a harmonious meadow of love, or a symphony pulsing with the cadences of music. Lantern Carrier, thank you.
It's more than a tip, it's more than a message. It is ingrained, deep message, beautiful message. It is ingrained. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Acharya Lantern Carrier. We are.
Thank you.
Next up is. Yes, ma'am. Please go ahead. Anybody? Please.
Oh, I was just saying, Christina, it was really beautiful, Lantern. Honestly, so much of love and depth in it that came through. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up is Miss Heera Nawaz. Please welcome Miss Heera Nawaz. Ma'am, please unmute your mic. Miss Heera Nawaz.
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Please go ahead.
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Please go ahead.
First of all, namaste everybody. Good evening. My name is. I too am fond of my father, but unfortunately, whatever. 1 minute. I think my camera is not working. Is it okay if I keep it off?
Yes, ma'am. It's okay. It's perfectly okay, ma'am.
Camera
Please.
is not working. So I was very fond of my father. Unfortunately, I lost him more than 30 years ago, but not a day passes without me thinking about him. And I too have written a poem, but for this occasion, I would like to read out a poem on nature. I am a very, very big nature lover. I think nature brings you closer to God, and it's just amazing. I mean, a person who loves nature can find so much of happiness just looking at the different forms of nature, the mountains, the rivers, the trees, and it's such a wonderful thing to be among nature. So this whole article, this whole poem which I wrote, I hope you can see the visual appeal of it, because it's also a rhyming poem, so it's got rhythm also. So I hope you not only capture the rhythm, but also the meaning of the poem, which I've tried to explain. Beauty of nature. Pray which poem on pristine nature that one ponders over, glibly written, does not elicit the image of raw beauty. Indeed, its sublime beauty evokes latent feelings of the soul, as if that is nature's prime one and only duty. The following scenario of awesome nature will be unfolded: a nascent and unbridled beauty of a sun-kissed dawn, in which the massive mountain hobnobs with the clouds as the nature exhales wonderful breezes as she seizes the morn. The dawn breaks free early in the opportunistic morning, when the balmy and bracing breezes waltz around the mountains. And though mountains are enormous, resolute, and craggy, they allow the cascade of water to descend in the waterfall fountains. The dawn initiates at a lower altitude pleasant vibes as the winds swirl and tumble amidst the rolling hills that echo and resonate with the chirping of splendourous birds, while we daft city folk miss out on this because we are busy paying bills. At dawn, the birds chirp incessantly in a cacophony of tweets as they gravitate and fly in to and fro from nature's trees, which, though stout and gnarled, support gregarious life, whether it be the bouncy squirrels, hard-working ants, or bees. Trees are the beautiful creations that support live and let live, for they arise from the water-soaked earth and humus soil. And then they emanate upwards, their arms praying to God. And the fact that these trees are being cut down makes my blood boil. The oak, palm, and tabby beaver trees survive in all climates, as they are bountifully spring forth both fruits and flowers that exude heavenly fragrance akin to intoxicating perfumes. From the velvety soft petals, we can eulogize for hours. In the interwoven undergrowth live colonies of mushrooms that look like nature's answer to plants' umbrellas in slush, while close to lakes with muddy, stagnant water is a lotus, which proves that there can be intangible beauty even in mush. Also, the aquatic plants facilitate birds and fishes and amphibians, while the sun's now emerging rays begin to warm up the lake. while the picnickers affirm that more satisfying pleasure in swinging one's leg in cool streams in order to keep awake. Why is nature so overwhelmingly important to human life? Is it because as the vaporous mist slowly and surely rise, it allows us to enjoy and bask in God's sublime glories, which is in sharp contrast to commercialized life with all its lies? Also shows how beautiful are the creatures of God, as we see the exotic animals and birds that start their day, we feeling most humbled and mesmerized and spiritually pure by meditative nature that keeps tensions and anxiety at bay. It has been proven that keen interest in godly nature can help us to let go, move on, and make a fresh start, to leave unnecessary baggage and prescription pills behind while wallowing in nature, which is slowly stealing our hearts. Thank you so much. Namaste.
Thank you, ma'am.
Namaste, Heera. I really love when you talk about dawn and birds and nature. Of course, dawn represents the light and the promise of hope, and birds represents the songbird of the soul. Nature is also part of God's sublimity and loftiness. And I also want to commend you, which I've been meaning to do for a while, as being a benchmark for the Christian faith. I think you're a remarkable example, and I cherish you highly for that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'm so touched by your words. They mean a lot to me, and I'm so happy that you're very observant and you notice all what I said, and you're able to express it so well. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Please welcome Dr. Gangalaxmi Patnaik.
Good morning, evening, friends. My poem for Papa runs like this, because today we are celebrating International Father's Day. The title is like this: Papa, caring hands and healing hearts. Papa, caring hands and healing hearts. The simplest, honest way of narrating dedication of Papa takes me neither to sea nor to the sky, yet for me, he is the ocean of patience, miracles extraordinary. The simplest, honest way of narrating dedication of Papa takes me neither to sea nor to the sky, yet for me, he is the ocean of patience, miracles extraordinary. He is beautiful inside and out, awakes while whole world sleeps, holds his tears, draws smiles on face. Father means compassion, patience, support, stands for noble understanding, responsibility, sympathy, empathy. He is beautiful inside and out, awakes while whole world sleeps, pours his tears, draws smiles on face. Father means compassion, patience, support, stands for noble understanding, responsibility, sympathy, empathy. This is how I intend to be inspired, celebrating his immortality, paying today my tribute. Let's keep the candle burning for all the fathers in heaven this Father's Day. This is how I intend to be inspired, celebrating his immortality, paying today my tribute. Let's keep the candle burning for all the fathers in heaven this Father's Day. This is the end of my poem, paying tribute to my Papa. Thank you.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Gangalaxmi, this I'm speaking too much. This is amazing. I think it is very, very, very difficult not to like you and your husband. I mean, you guys speak with a voice which is beyond the body and of the soul, and I treasure that immensely. I treasure that immensely.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Please welcome Miss Sneha Goel.
Hello, Prasanna. Hello, poets. Today was a dull day, but then I realized the poets meet and suddenly became bright. My poem is Life, What Are You? Life, what are you? Life, where are you? Stuck in the dusty corners of the house, I clean with a broom in my hand. Stuck in the boiling potatoes on the burner, I peel carefully, avoiding the underlying heat. Stuck in the dirty laundry lying in the basket, I spin in the washing machine, set in the corner. Stuck in my daughter not eating her meal, I lovingly feed her so she doesn't go hungry. Stuck in my thinking to do something extraordinary, while ordinary doesn't leave an ounce of energy in me. Life, what are you? Life, where are you? In the little children I teach and observe, learn, in the papers I print to prepare for my classes, in the praises I receive for teaching and guiding well, in the complaints that the child did not score well, in the tiny spaces where I read my poems, in the moments I write a poem flowing through me. Life, what are you? Life, where are you? Thank you.
Life, where are you? And life, what are you? Beautiful expression. Yeah, we need to deeply understand what it is, unless we experience it, right?
Yeah, she seemed to be talking about the way I understood it to be the challenges that the woman faces, and I thought she did a very good job of it.
Yeah, and Sneha, I also liked your poem. And you show where really life is.
Yeah.
Sometimes difficult to identify, but you show where life exists exactly. Nice.
Thank you, ma'am.
Philosophical, maybe for race. Give a round of applause, my dear friends. Please welcome Sophia Moses.
Good evening, all of you. First of all, happy Father's Day. And before that, I would like to convey my condolences to all the families who have lost their dear ones. And also, being Father's Day, today I pay my honest tribute to my father who is with the Divine Heavenly Father. And also, today I'm going to tell a poem on the last wish. And it is related to my visit to my father in the ICU. Yes, the poem goes on this way. He loved me so much. Dad, do you love me? I choked as I spoke. His twitching eyeballs underneath closed eyelids showed his struggle. Stifling tears, he opened his eyes. He gazed at me with glassy looks. The ventilator beeps, the heart beats, irregular rhythms of dwindling ECGs, agonizing moments as we stared, resisting tears. Slowly, he raised his trembling hand with an attached saline drip, clutched my fingers in his grip. Dad, will you come home? Let's celebrate my birthday. Come, let's cut the cake and blow the candles together, you with us. He pressed his palm to mine as if promising, yeah, sure, guaranteed with his gaze as a promise fulfilling sage. Our eyes spoke endless stories. As he told me tales, I held his fragile hand, the hand which led me to cross the road. My childhood portrait of my dad as a warrior. His skillful calligraphy infused in me the strokes of pen. In silence, we spoke. You are my eldest son. You stand second to none. Take care of mom and siblings. I promised him, I will become you. Dad, you have fulfilled your duties. You ignited us with education. We are proud children of a man of self-esteem. His eyes glistened as I voiced. Burdening responsibility, I stood like leaning tower of Pisa, drooping yet undeterred, harrowing cries from heart to heart, melancholic sighs from mind to mind. Time's up, the nurse screamed. We came out from our saga, combating tears. I left the ICU, separation of two attached magnets. His heart paused for a while and said one last goodbye. My dad fulfilled his promise. Amid sirens of the ambulance, Dad came home on my birthday. Instead of cake, iced with flowers, came he in a satin-laced coffin. My king laid on silk linen, attired in pearly-hued kurta paisama. The rosy fragrance perfumed the entrance. I stood unmoved, like a rock, determined not to cry, not a drop, not a sigh. Happy birthday, Sofla. He whispered softly one last time. Daddy, my daddy. I shouted and screamed as tears cascaded on his forehead. He laid still, ice cold, frozen, with no emotion. As the flower shot to the zephyr, they wished me and my dad. One born, one gone. Like an equation in equilibrium, leaving us in love lorn. Sick in delirium. I don't cut cakes anymore. I don't celebrate. I celebrate not my birthday, but his memorial, in memory of a father who loved his daughter the most, gave her everything she asked, even until he died. He sings songs daily. I love you. I love you, my daughter. His voice echoes everywhere. Like a shadow, he umbrellas me. Then, with love, now with love, in heaven's paradise, in eternal love. Thank you, one and all.
Wow, what a touching, what a brilliant, touching tribute, ma'am.
That is such a
Beautiful.
touching poem. It's left you with a lump in the throat, Sophia.
Excellent, excellent, madam. Excellent.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. And it happens to be my birthday.
Happy birthday, ma'am.
Happy birthday.
Birthday. Many
Thank you.
happy
Be happy.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, sir.
Happy birthday to you, Sophia ma'am.
Thank you, thank you.
Very, very touching, ma'am. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Please welcome Dr. Mr. Shyamaprasad Patnaik.
Sorry, the poem was beautiful, Sophia. Happy birthday.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Prasannaji, for inviting me. Good evening, everyone. Happy Father's Day to all of you. I have listened to all of the poems written for father, and I am going to give a tribute to my father. The title of my poem is, "Oh Father, you are my divine creator." Oh Father, you are my divine creator. Oh, here it goes. Oh dear Father, you are my divine creator. Just a minute. Oh dear Father, you are my divine creator. You tended and nurtured me like amazing gardener. Without slightest hesitation, you fulfilled my mundane wishes. You are a powerful embodiment like supreme omniscience. You toiled relentlessly to bestow smile of contentment, taught me to be ever humble and honest. You invoked principles of respect, care, love, and devotion, guided me as luminous star through murky empyrean, infused in me enormous courage and immense resilience. You left us for heaven, but reside forever in my heart.
No words could suffice, offering you perfect tribute. Wish to be your son forever, to reincarnate. And that is the end of my poem. And thanks for watching and listening.
Beautiful, sir. Beautiful. That's it again, a wonderful tribute to your father. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Mr. Shyamaprasad Patnaik. Please welcome Mr. Mrinal Kanti Ghosh. Mr. Mrinal Kanti Ghosh. Sir, please unmute your mic.
Can you hear me, please? Can
Yes,
you
sir,
hear
please
me?
go ahead. Yes, sir, please.
Can you hear me, please?
Yes, sir, please go ahead. Please turn on your mic, sir.
Can you hear, please?
Yes, sir, go ahead, sir. No, it is going off. Please turn on your audio.
Hello.
Yes, sir, go ahead, sir.
My mother, the clouded sky, I keep scratched my mother's finger. Lonely night, my bleeding eyes, I feel my mother's breath. Her voice are returning from the ocean. Hunting night, she is near my door. The sunrise touches her lips. I feel her loneliness. Oh, my mother, can you hear me from the ocean? My second point is dedicated to my father. My father. My father is a mirror of my awakened life. My father is a symbol of sacrifice and dedication. My father is a glittering stars, speaks with me every way of life. My father is a symbol of love and sacrifice. My father is my heart. I take breath every day from my father. My father is ever been for every day till my last breath of life. My father is a moon on the sky. I speak with him every step of life. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for me tonight, and thank you for this
Beautiful poem.
Beautiful. Thank you, sir. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Please welcome Miss Radha Rani Chakravarty. Radha Chakravarty, we fondly call her as. Welcome, ma'am.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Please go ahead.
Okay. So I will read two poems for my father. The first one is about his early life. My father was born in what was then East Bengal and is now Bangladesh, present-day Bangladesh. And his family migrated to India just before partition when he was finishing school. And after that, he always carried a dream of his home left behind in his very remote village in Bangladesh. But later, when I was in Bangladesh, when he was an old man, I was able to take him back to his village, and the journey to his village, the visit to his old home was a very emotional journey for him and for me. So this poem is about that journey. It's called In Your Eyes, a River. And it's addressed to my father, and it's about his village called Shamshiddi in Bangladesh. In your eyes, a river. You never left Shamshiddi. In your heart, you carried a home. In your eyes, a river. In the soles of your feet, the swing and shift of a bamboo shaku, narrow bridge of precarious crossings. In seasons when you were not aswim in the rain-swollen silted canal, circling that mound, the lost ground of your birth, forsaken foundation of your fast transforming self, an absent source of mine. Past towering Shamshid Mott, crossing lush green fields of memory, flourishing on the soil of old tales retold. I traverse now the trail you took on sunburnt days to Srinagar school, clutching slate, chalk, and shining boyhood dreams, unaware that the highway of history is a one-way route to the point of no return. Across that same swaying shako, I step now forward and back into your past and mine, searching opaque green water for signs, scanning cloud-laden sky for answers. The climb is slippery. Mud can be treacherous. Helping hands draw me ashore to the present. My questing soul kneels before the starkness of your truth, face to face with the very spot where your story began, bearing hidden future seeds of mine, awed by stark simplicity of hut, yard, well, sky, and bottle gourd vine, green sway of banana leaves, and palm trees' shaggy grace, I hear in the breeze the heartbeat of the past, feel the pulse of my present. The silence of the listening earth is deafening. Beneath the gaze of that same new and ancient sky, I stand face to face with your impossible story and find at last the missing opening lines of mine. Thank you.
Wow. Beautiful poem, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's written from the heart. The second poem is a shorter one, and it was written after my father's death, and it was written in memory of my father. It's called You Walk With Me, and it's from my book Subliminal, my collection of poems. So I'll read the poem, You Walk With Me. You walk with me in shadow. I cannot see your face. Your silent presence follows my winding, lonely trail. The wind bears your labored breath, the sky your dying gaze, expectant, waiting, watching, still watching out for me. The air fills with hospital smells. Your despair descends on me in a shower of falling leaves. The light begins to fade. My feet begin to falter as I struggle not to stumble on my solitary path. By old instinct, I reach out for your calm and steadying hand. But the hand that held me safe is gone, gone the source of equipoise, the central axis of my world, the center of its gravity. Thank you.
Wow, brilliant, ma'am. Nice phrases went by.
Thank you very
Wow.
much. Thank you for having me on this program.
Please do join and keep
Those are
coming,
wonderful
ma'am.
poems,
Such
Dr. Radha Chakravarty. So
Thank you.
poignant, so wistful. And they left me with tears. And it's nice to see you here.
It's very
Radha.
nice to see you. How are you,
Nice.
Santosh?
I'm always
Yes.
here. I'm always here. This is the
Oh,
first time
wonderful.
I'm seeing you.
I'm joining after a long time.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Thank you. Thank you for joining. And nice to see your
Very
smiling
nice to
face.
see all of you.
Yeah.
Thank
And
you.
that is a wonderful book. I have written the review of the book and it's just half written. It's like
That's a lovely review too.
Yeah,
That's a
I
lovely
just
review too. Thank you.
it'll take me a couple of days, I think. Then I'll post it. Thank you for writing that beautiful book.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for joining. Please welcome. Please give a round of applause and please welcome Miss Radha Rao. I see.
Hello
Yeah.
everyone, good evening and happy Father's Day. Today I'm going to give a rich tribute to every father, every soldier who is a father and being an affectionate father and really a philosopher and guide to his children. The gusty winds howled and whistled. Thunderstorm raged furiously. The sky was obscured by the layers of dark clouds. A fierce war, total blackout in the city, sirens blowing, high mortality, shortage of food. In the wee hours of the day, the news was flashed. He martyred his precious life for his motherland, so couldn't return. She shed no tears, no mourning, as the proud wife saluted the colonel for his valor and courage when his coffin arrived at the door. She stood like an enormous iceberg in the sea storm, chose a new path, thought of setting new goals. She has learned to value her life. Both the sons served their military forces, a real tribute to their father. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Wonderful.
Father. Wonderful. Great.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for joining, and please keep coming and keep sharing your verses. Give a big round of applause, my dear friends, and please welcome Dr. Santosh Bakaya.
Thank you, Prasanna, and thank you for those wonderful poems, all of you. And all poems, they were on dads and papas, and they filled me with, I was left me with an overwhelming heart. So my poem is also on my dad, and it is from my book, Runcible Spoons and Pea Green Boats. Runcible Spoons and Pea Green Boats. So I'll just recite half of it because it's a long poem. So here it is. Dads will be dads. Time it was when stardust coursed through our veins, and your healing touch quelled the growing pains. When we laughed and danced and tripped, गिरते हैं शहसवार ही मैदान जंग में, only the royal horsemen fall in the battlefield you equipped. I often glimpse you playing tennis and showing me how to play Macbeth's witch to a T. But I was a born witch, you see, a real menace, you see, said the girls in school, and you guffawed loud at the antics of your baby proud. Time lay strewn about in a comely disorder, when to your horror, I taught you the meaning of risk. You ran helter-skelter to cover the risk with a kiss. When hidden inside you, the Pied Piper trotted about, fox-trotting with the owl and the pussycat, as the resident rat ravenously feasted on dog-eared pages of Barnaby Rudge. Or was it the Pickwick Papers, smiling at our tiny capers, nursing many a grudge, as time trudged on and on, morphing into a dancer maladroit, dancing on two left feet, to the moment when your powerful baritone fell silent, no longer throbbing with a love so vibrant. He was a professor of English, and his specialization was on Robert Browning, and I still remember the books of Dickens lined up on his shelf. One day in June, 9th June in fact, one day in June, there was darkness at noon. One day in June, there was a darkness at noon, as you got set to embark on a journey new. A somber sky and a guilty sun, cringing behind a cloud, and time blinked on. I am a tad bit tired, Dad. Soon, with one more blink, it will be time, I think. The night still weaves minutes as the minutes move on. A shaft of sunlight strolls down, peers at me. My tears die. my heart no longer sings. Methinks Dad had come again. Methinks Dad had come again. Thank you.
It again, a touching, expression from Dr. Santosh Bakaya. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. I could see the tears welled up, bursting forth. Please welcome Miss Shobha Deshpande. Miss Shobha Deshpande, ma'am, unmute your mic. Miss Shobha Deshpande.
हाँ नमस्कार सत श्री अकाल सब लोग आज फादर्स डे का सब लोगों को सभी फादर्स को नमस्कार करते हुए हार्दिक बधाई देते हुए मेरी कविता है तेलुगु में మా నాన్న ప్రేమకు ప్రతిరూపం మా నాన్న ప్రేమకు ప్రతిరూపం మా నాన్న మంచివాడు మా నాన్న రాత్రనక పగలనక పని చేసేవాడు రాత్రనక పగలనక పని చేసేవాడు తినకుండా కంటికి కాపలా కాసేవాడు తినకుండా కంటికి కాపలా కాసేవాడు జీవితాంతం పిల్లల భవిష్యత్తు కొరకు డబ్బులను కూడబెట్టేవాడు జీవితాంతం పిల్లల భవిష్యత్తుకు డబ్బులు కూడబెట్టేవాడు సమయానికి ఫీజులు కట్టి చదివించేవాడు ప్రేమకు ప్రతిరూపం మా నాన్న ఎల్లవేళల సన్మార్గమును చూపించేవాడు ఎల్లవేళల సన్మార్గమును చూపించేవాడు ఆఫీసుకి వెళ్ళేటప్పుడు ముద్దుల వర్షం కురిపించేవాడు ఆఫీసుకి వెళ్ళేటప్పుడు ముద్దుల వర్షం కురిపించేవాడు తిరిగి రాగానే తన అలసటను మరిచి తిరిగి రాగానే తన అలసటను మరిచి నాకు వీపు మీద కూర్చోబెట్టుకునేవాడు నాకు వీపు మీద కూర్చోబెట్టుకునేవాడు నాతో గుర్రం ఆట ఆడుతూ నవ్విస్తూ ఉండేవాడు నాతో గుర్రం ఆట ఆడుతూ నవ్విస్తూ ఉండేవాడు ప్రేమకు ప్రతిరూపం మా నాన్న రూపం మా నాన్న అడిగినప్పుడల్లా నాకు వస్తువులను తినుబండాలను కొనిచ్చేవాడు ఇంకా ఎన్నెన్నో చేసేవాడు నా కంటి తడిని చూచి తట్టుకోలేకపోయేవాడు నాకు ఎప్పుడు నవ్వుతూ నవ్విస్తూ ఉండేవాడు నాకు ఎప్పుడు నవ్వుతూ నవ్విస్తూ ఉండేవాడు తన బాధను ఎవరికి చెప్పకుండా ఉండేవాడు తన బాధను ఎవరికి చెప్పుకోకుండా ఉండేవాడు ప్రేమకు ప్రతిరూపం మా నాన్న ప్రేమకు ప్రతిరూపం మా నాన్న నాకు నా కాళ్లపై నిలబడడానికి నేర్పినవాడు నాకు నా కాళ్లపై నిలబడడానికి నేర్పినవాడు నాన్న అని పిలిచిన నాకు హత్తుకునేవాడు నాన్న అని పిలిచిన నాకు హత్తుకునేవాడు జోలపాట పాడి నిద్రపుచ్చేవాడు జోలపాట పాడి నిద్రపుచ్చేవాడు నా గుండెలో ఎప్పుడు నిలిచిపోయినవాడు నా గుండెలో ఎల్లప్పుడూ నిలిచిపోయిన మా నాన్న ఇప్పుడు ఎంత పిలిచినా రాడే ఎంత పిలిచినా రాడే నాన్న అన్న పిలుపుతో ఆనందం పరమానందం నాన్న అని పిలుపుతో ఆనందం పరమానందం ధన్యవాదాలు ప్రసన్నాజీ
Excellent, ma'am. Excellent. So beautiful. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Miss Shobha Deshpande with her poem in Telugu on father. Please welcome Mr. Sai Chandrasekhar.
Good evening, Prasanna. Good evening. Good evening to all. And also my poem also related to Father's Day. The Golden Bond. The Golden Bond. Some words come with a thrilling breeze. Some words come with a thrilling breeze, like whispers that dance among trembling trees. Some feet may touch a fleeting grace, yet joy awakens in their trace. Some forms burn deep like a million flames, a glow that the soul forever names. Some shapes so vivid, rich and wide, reveal our form from deep inside. Some paths we tread like velvet ground, where silence hums and peace is found. Some voices speak, and in their ring, our hearts recall the school bells swing. Some sacrifices haunt the mind, their echo soft yet deeply kind. And in those moments, tears arise like sudden rain from summer skies. Some tales of life, so sharply felt, leave sorrow where the silence dwelt. Yet, if we mold those truths and dreams and weave them into golden seams, they shape the love a father gives. They shape the love a father gives. In silent strength, he always lives. A bond of light, both sweet and wise, a golden path beneath our skies. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Wow, wow, excellent, sir. Brilliant lines, brilliant. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends.
Thank you.
Anybody would like to, if you could get, just go ahead. But otherwise, such a beautiful poem, beautiful phrases went by.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Please welcome Miss Saraswati Poswal, ma'am, with only poem.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Please.
Hello. Good morning. Good evening. Namaskar. Sat Sri Akal, Adab Salam to everyone. Thank you so much, K. Kumarji, for this opportunity. Firstly, I would like to wish Father's Day to everyone. And it was lovely hearing the so many poems on father. It's lovely tribute from everyone. Words were looking like divinely, and I was feeling my poem is quite small and very tiny in front of them and very simple. I was about to skip that, thinking कि कुछ और सुनाती हूँ मैं आज, इतना अच्छा अच्छा सुन लिया है. So after that वर्ड सुन के कुछ हो ही नहीं हो रहा है. बहुत अच्छा लगा. It's very nice, wonderful. चलिए आगे आपके समक्ष फिर भी अपनी एक कविता मैं प्रस्तुत करती हूँ. हिंदी में है, फादर्स डे के ऊपर ही है. आज लिखूं मैं क्या, आज मैं लिखूं मैं क्या मेरे पापा के बारे में. आज मैं लिखूं क्या मेरे पापा के बारे में. दिल में सोए हैं गहरे जज्बात, दिल में सोए हैं गहरे जज्बात. ठहरे सहमे से वो हालात, ठहरे सहमे से वो हालात. दिल में आज भी दफन है वो लम्हात, दिल में आज भी दफन है वो लम्हात. जुदा हो गए वो जाने कहाँ खो गए वो. जुदा हो गए वो जाने कहाँ खो गए वो. क्या लिखूं मैं आज मेरे पापा के बारे में. दिल में सोए हैं गहरे जज्बात, ठहरे सहमे से वो हालात. दिल में आज भी दफन वो लम्हात. जुदा हो गए वो जाने कहाँ खो गए वो. जुदा हो गए बिन बोले, सो गए जाने कहाँ खो गए. बिना बोले जुदा हो गए, सो गए जाने कहाँ खो गए. हर तन्हाई में यादें हैं साथ, हर तन्हाई में यादें हैं साथ. हर पल वो मेरे हैं साथ, हर पल वो मेरे हैं साथ. हाथ आज भी उनका सिर पर मेरे, हाथ आज भी उनका सिर पर मेरे देने को है आशीर्वाद. हाथ आज भी उनका सिर पर मेरे देने को है आशीर्वाद. अक्स हूं मैं उनका, अक्स हूं मैं उनका, नाज है मुझको, अक्स हूं मैं उनका, नाज है मुझको खुद पर. मेरे पापा ने सिखाया मुझको जीवन का राज. अक्स हूं मैं उनका, नाज है मुझको खुद पर. मेरे पापा ने सिखाया मुझको जीवन का राज. रहे कहीं भी वो, रहे कहीं भी वो, उनके दिए संस्कार आज भी है मेरे साथ. रहे कहीं भी वो, उनके दिए संस्कार आज भी है मेरे साथ. अक्स हूं उनका, अक्स हूं उनका. क्या कहूं क्या लिखूं मेरे पापा के बारे में आज. क्या कहूं क्या लिखूं मेरे पापा के बारे में आज. ये कुछ पंक्तियां थी मेरी हिंदी में पापा के बारे में. और एक छोटी सी और कविता इंग्लिश में बोलना चाहूंगी मैं. प्रसन्ना जी, कैन आई गो अहेड?
Yes, please.
My dad. He gave me name. He gave me recognition. My dad, he gave me name. He gave me recognition. He taught me walking. He taught me rocking. He taught me walking. He taught me rocking. He was my superhero. He was my superhero. He was my dad indeed. He was my dad indeed. He taught me ethics of life. He taught me ethics of life. He taught me wisdom for Platonic. He taught me wisdom from Platonic. His words echoes. His words echoes that words are power. His words echoes that words are power. Who can express his words can set an example for world. Who can express his words can set an example for world. This was his message. His voice was cogent. His voice was cogent. His aura was persuasive. His aura was persuasive. Who is contemplated is saintly, he said. Who is contemplated is saintly, he said. Who is jovial is spiritual. Who is jovial is spiritual. He taught me that. Who sprinkles love is divine. Who sprinkles love is divine. Who spreads the oneness only shines. Who spreads the oneness only shines. His smile was contagious. His smile was contagious. His words were godly. His words were godly, made me learn metaphysical life. His words were godly, made me learn metaphysical life. This was my dad. I love my dad very much.
Excellent, ma'am. Nice. But I would like to know what is this metaphysical life?
Metaphysical is yes. Yeah, this is the meaning, like what to tell, like it's about a spiritual kind of person. It's that meaning. Yeah, it's like synonym. You can call it synonym of being divine.
He's teasing you.
Saintly, godly
Please give a
person.
round of
Yeah.
applause.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Glad you like it. Was
Welcome,
with my father. Yes, thank you.
Okay. Dr. Radha.
Namaste, my dear Prasanna Kumar. Today is Father's Day. All are reciting poem on Father's Day, but I am giving a different thing. Before that, I remember my father also. కోటయ్యనాదు జనకుడు కోటీశుడు కాడు కాని కూరిమితోడ మేటిగనే రాణించెడు బాటను నిర్మించినాడు బంధువులారా. My father is a great man. He has sculpted himself. He has sculpted me also. Now my poem is My Body, My Society. It is in Telugu. Afterwards we can see the English translation. కళ్ళజోళ్లను ముక్కు చెవులే ఎందుకు మోయాలి, తలనొప్పిగా ఉంటే కణతలకు ఎందుకు మందు పోయాలి, శరీరాన్ని కాళ్లే ఎందుకు భరించాలి, ఆహారాన్ని పొట్టే ఎందుకు ఆరగించాలి, రక్తాన్ని గుండె ఎందుకు శుభ్రపరిచి సరఫరా చేయాలి, మనసులో పెళ్ళుకే భావాలను చెయ్యే ఎందుకు రాయాలి, కలసి ఉంటే కలదు సుఖం అన్నదే దీని అంతఃసూత్రం. శరీరంలో ఉన్నది ఇదే, సమాజంలో లేనిది ఇదే. కాశ్మీరు కాలిపోతుంటే కన్యాకుమారికి పట్టదు, అస్సాము అట్టుడికిపోతుంటే ఆంధ్రాకు చీమైనా కుట్టదు. బోడోల్యాండ్ కావాలని ఒకడు అరుస్తాడు, గూర్ఖాల్యాండ్ కావాలని ఒకడు కరుస్తాడు, ఖలిస్తాన్ కావాలని మరొకడు మానవత్వాన్ని మరుస్తాడు. ఒకడు విషాన్ని కురుస్తాడు, మరొకడు జబ్బ చరుస్తాడు. ఉత్తరాది వాడు కాడు కాబట్టి రాముణ్ణి ఒకడు ద్వేషిస్తాడు, దక్షిణాత్యుడు కాబట్టి కృష్ణుణ్ణి మరొకడు దూషిస్తాడు. కులరహిత సమాజం కోసం మా కుల పోళ్లే పోరాడుతున్నారని ఒకడు విర్రవీగుతుంటాడు. నాస్తిక మత సభలు దేవుడి దయతో విజయం అయ్యాయని మరొకడు మనసులో మాట బయట పెడతాడు. విశాలాంధ్రంలో పూజా పునస్కారాల పుస్తకాలు పుష్కర కాలంగా లాభార్జన పెడుతున్నాయని మరొకడు సంకోచిస్తూ సంకలు గుద్దుకుంటాడు. గుజరాత్ వాడికి మరాఠీ వాడికి పచ్చగడ్డి వేస్తాడు. వెళ్ళిపోయిన విదేశీయులను మళ్ళీ పచ్చ కార్పెట్తో పరుస్తాడు. అందరి కోసం అసూలు బాసిన గాంధీ గారిని మా కులపోడే అంటూ మరొకటి కిడ్నాప్ చేస్తాడు. జనంలో చాలా మంది ఇలాగే ఉంటే ఇంకా మన దేశం మన ప్రజలు ఎక్కడ, ఇది వాటం వైపు దూకే కప్పెల తక్కెడ, స్వార్థానికి అంతెక్కడ, సంకుచితానికి అంతమెక్కడ. What it means is, even though spectacles are useful to the eyes, that burden is borne by ear and nose. And though the body is one, it is to be borne by the legs. When we are getting a headache, we are applying Amrutanjan here. Why means it is the cohesive complex system of the life. But it is not there in the society. When Kashmir is burning, Kanyakumari is not bothered. When Assam is troubling, Andhra is not at all worried. Somebody asks Pakistan, somebody asks Bodoland, somebody asks Gorkha land, but somebody will criticize Rama because he is not a South Indian. Somebody will criticize Krishna because he is a North Indian. Like that, if we are going on thinking like this, where this country will go? This is my sorrow also. Where this country will go if each and every person says, this is my Telangana, this is my Guntur, this is my Satyanapalli, this is my Orissa, this is my Assam, then where is the India and who is to take care of all these things? So, like a body, the country also should become like a body. Thank you, one and all. Thank you, sir.
Excellent, sir. Vasudhaiva Kutumbikam. Setaluri Padmavati, ma'am, I would go to you directly and I would ask you all. Varchasvi, I don't know whether he is a Telugu person or... Yes, ma'am. Padma, ma'am, go ahead.
చాలా బాగుంది సార్. మీరు వర్డింగ్స్ కానీ తర్వాత ప్రపంచ క్షేమాన్ని కోరుతూ చెప్పిన పదాలన్నీ కూడా బాగున్నాయి. కంపారిజన్ ఒకటి కూడా బాగుంది. మా ప్రపంచంలో జరిగేవన్నీ ఉన్నట్టుగా కళ్ళ కట్టినట్లుగా చూపించారు. అదొకటి బాగా నచ్చింది. మీ యొక్క పదాలలో ఉండే భావాన్ని అందరూ అర్థం చేసుకుంటే బాగుంటుంది. ఇట్ వాజ్ రియలీ good to hear you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
The way you explained everything was, real and it's true. That is the thing. Everyone.
Satuluri Padmavati garu ante ekkadi nunchi andi? Satuluri Padmavati garu ante
Hyderabad, sir. Hyderabad nunchi andi.
Nenu Hyderabad lo. Correct. Satuluru ante Guntur daggara Palleturu adi. Narsarapeta daggara untundi. Satuluru. Vellaro ledo. Setaluri.
Yeah, that is my surname.
Right.
Bound, sir. Nice.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Radha, ma'am, would you like to react upon? Radha, ma'am. Maybe Radha, she's not. Wonderful, sir. Wonderful. Thank you. Please give me a round of applause, sir. My dear. It was very empowering. Please welcome Priyanka Niyogi. Miss Priyanka Niyogi.
Sorry, you were talking to me and my mic was off.
No, ma'am. I was talking to other Radha, ma'am.
Okay.
Radha Rao.
All right.
Radha Rao, are you there?
Priyanka, Miss Priyanka Niyogi. I can see her, but then no. Okay, Isaac Cohen. Isaac. Yes, Isaac, please.
Yeah, dear Kumar, dear all my friends. First, I am so sorry to hear about the people of India that died with a break of the airplane. Rest in peace. I'll call. To my love, Father Victor Cohen. You taught me to fly over this stress life. You put me on the path and gave me special power of fatherly love. Sincerely, your son, Isaac. Thank you. And I hope the peace will come, not the war, because the war is not good. Not good.
Koyan, I just want to salute you. I know you're going through. I see some of the pictures on the. I'm not political in that sense, but I see some of the pictures on the internet and other places, and I recognize that life is very, very trying in that part of the world, indeed on a global scale. And I pray for everyone. I had a friend with me today from Israel, and he came via Paris, and he cannot fly because of the situation in Israel. So he cannot go back to his home. And we've been taking him around. And I remember you, and I will remember you in my prayers, as I remember everyone else. And I just wanted to offer you my empathy. Keep doing what you're doing. Peace is very important. Peace is very sacred. The peace that passeth all human understanding, and which is one of God's fondest child. So you have all my empathy, and I pray for you and all the people of Israel, the people of Gaza, Palestine, all over on a global scale. And the Indians too recently have the difficulties. It's a global thing, and so I pray for everyone.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Langton.
Thank you, Langton.
We hope the peace will come, not the war.
Indeed.
Whoa, go.
You know,
go away. Go away.
Yeah, the macrocosm affect the microcosm, and the microcosm affect the macrocosm, because it's all one. It is just all one world, and we're more interconnected than we know.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Goodbye, all. I must leave now. I'm going to another Father's Day event. I'm in demand. I'm going to an outdoor event.
We're finishing up. We're finishing up. We're finishing up. We're finishing up. More, you know. So I just present my piece. Maybe I could just few write like an lines. My tears gush a shout with the thoughts of his. The breeze swept away each breath. Yet he remained to touch my senses in the realms of my feelings. He is my guiding force, caring and sharing were his philosophical ideations. He always wished me to be as human for others. Sympathy and empathy were his strengths. I am his son, trying to recapitulate and recall his sense of norms. Wish my father were here ever with me. I always feel my teacher, guide, and philosopher as I take in the air to breathe. Father, I always love you ever and ever. Thank you. This brings us to the end of the show. Thank you, my dear friends.
I made it. Thank you, Prasanna. Such a noble work you're doing. We need all the energy to spread as much as they can all over the world. Peace is needed in the human heart, in the physical heart, in the psychic heart.
Thank you, sir, for joining us for the first time, and Sisni, Binal, sir, Martina, Radha, sir, everyone. Thank you.
Sneha, thank you for coming.
Thank you so much, Prasanna and everyone. Good night.